Hello, mentors. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Avida, and I wanted to just give you a little bit of an update with regards to the festival. First of all, you should know that the Brighton Science Festival was a huge success, and nearly all of our mentors who took part were absolutely booked out, and many of them had to keep adding extra sessions because there was just so many bookings. There was a few mentors who didn't have such strong bookings, and we learnt a few lessons which I'll tell you about in a little minute about what worked and what didn't work so well. And I also want to tell you we have some really great news. We've just heard that the Eequ Learning Festival that we're putting on between the 13th and the 15th is going to be hosted at a really, really beautiful venue at the beautiful old Waldorf School in the centre of Forest Row, Michael Hall. And Michael Hall is a really extraordinary venue. They have amazing facilities inside, a huge gym, theatre, classrooms with sinks. They have 60 acres of landscaped parkland and forest. It's really, really extraordinary and enough venue for everyone. And Michael Hall are tremendously supportive of what we're doing and really excited to see this festival take wings. So that's good. So if you're going to be making a listing for the festival, you can put Michael Hall School in your location if you don't have a venue of your own, if you're not using it. If you have your own venue, that's absolutely fine, and especially if it's in the Forest Row area. But if you would like to come and do it in Michael Hall and be right in the heart of the festival, then let us know and we'll allocate a place for you. And there's no charge to you for that. So going back to the lessons that we've learned from the two Brighton Science Festivals that we've done, the first one sounds quite obvious. Those mentors who got their listings published on time were the most successful, and is a simple reason for that. They got their listings in early, which meant that all of the different promotions that took place, all of the advertising, all of the leaflets, incorporated them. And the people who got their listing up later missed all those early advertising. So it's really, really simple. Please do everything that you can to get your listing live as soon as possible, because we will start advertising quite heavily in about 10 days' time, and maybe even before if we've got a large enough group of mentors to merit that. The second point was that we found that those things that were designed for children ages between 5 and 14 were the most popular. And I think the reason for that is that children under 5 really need to be doing things with their parents there. They're not going to be left. And I think there is still definitely a need for that. And children over 14 tend to be off on their own agenda, and so they are only going to participate in activities which they've decided they want to do. And I think that there's definitely room for that as well, but they have to be really exciting and really engaging, music production and all sorts of really interesting teenage stuff. So those are the three takeaways that I would want to pass on to you. The other little tidbits are that we might need you to do risk assessments. They're dead easy. We've got a model on our site down in the footer. If you look, there's a really simple explanation of what a risk assessment is, why it's needed, and how you would go about creating one. And there's a template there. So you might need to do an initial risk assessment as you go in, and then when you're actually in the venue itself, have a look around and add to that risk assessment when you see your actual environment and any additional hazards that might present itself. And then if I can ask you, please, if you are taking part, even if you've already been emailing me and talking to me, please can you fill in our form, because that will help me massively to be able to start to allocate the different venue spaces. Please put in the form if you have any particular requirements, if you need a sink, if you need electricity, if you need a space for movement, whatever it is that you need, and your group sizes. all of that will really help me to organise ourselves. And I think that's it. Really looking forward to seeing all of your listings live, and please contact me if you have any questions whatsoever. You want to come in to brainstorm or have a demo if you're new to Eequ. We're here all the time, or we can do it over a call. Okay, good luck. Speak to you soon.